Hey Bryce, how's it going? Just wanted to send you a video. It's been a while since I've done so. I'm at work, so I gotta keep the mask on. So hopefully you can hear me fine. I think it's not a problem, but it's kind of funny we even have these branded masks. Everything's pretty strict here, San Francisco still, but so I haven't quite finished this week. I'm set to finish tomorrow with day 5, but I wanted to send this to you early because I'm going to start next week on Sunday. And I know you like to, have the weekends a little bit to yourself, so I don't need programming and all that good stuff. So things are okay. Feeling weird, being back lifting. I had this I do this periodically, and we've talked about it before, but I care a lot about my squat, more so than the other two, astronomically more so than the other two. I don't really know why that is. But my day 1 squat of this week, I took a video from the side angle, and I didn't like what I saw. It was ugly, and so I was hypercritical of my form and performance, and ended up watching a bunch of squat videos of myself and you, and then thinking that I needed to implement a bunch of different changes. So I knew better, but then I don't know. Anyways, so I moved the bar up a little bit on my back, and I widened my stance. So I noticed my stance has come in significantly since our last max, when honestly the squat was feeling so perfect. I had really low arousal or trepidation beforehand, and usually I'm really nervous, and so everything was groovy. This was March, April of this year, and then the outside and all these breaks, and I just started building some bad habits. So taking my stance out needs to happen. It feels better. I also lowered my belt a little bit, and it was all too much for one session. So, man, I feel like I'm ranting. Apologies, but part of the reason is I feel like my high bar squat or higher bar squat is always a lot prettier, for lack of a better term, and I get way less global fatigue afterwards. And I noticed I get a lot less glute and hip pain, the thing that my nagging left hip that I've been dealing with. So today, while my legs are sore, nothing else is really that sore, in a good way. So I like the stimulus of high bar and how it feels less impactful, so other lifts, but I feel weaker for sure. So trying to track my knees forward, it's interesting. I feel a lot more stable, but then I feel I get to this point where I don't have anywhere else to go, but I'm not to depth. So that's usually when my knees open up, but then I feel I lose tension. So I played around with that, and it's funny because I can feel a big difference, but you can't see a big difference. It's from the front angle when you watch it. So basically, what I'm going to try to do is not go crazy and kind of go back to normal, I guess. I don't know. Moving the bar up a tiny, it was so small. It actually felt, of all things, that felt good. I felt more stable. My back is sore because it's not used to bar burn from where it was, but my shoulders, my wrists, my elbows didn't feel like they were going to fall off at the end of each set. So I liked that. It's just going to have to get the bracing and then everything down. So I think I want to commit to a little higher bar positioning. I know it doesn't make a difference for you and for programming. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think I'm going to try to stick with that, but not implement all these big changes all in one session. So it was a little discouraging as far as how it moved, but promising because I think it's going to set me up better in the future. I don't know. I feel like a crazy person. Bench is feeling better, trending in the right direction. the doubles you gave me at 250 moved a lot better than the doubles at 250 last week that were supposed to be triples. So that's cool. I noticed like when I'm benching, if I like tuck, for lack of a better term, like some internal rotation, I feel way like tighter all the way down, and I feel strong on my chest. But then on the return, I feel like there's this like unhinge and this like 2-part motion that's really, it's not good. But then I notice if I take the bar and get a little bit more of a stretch out of my pecs and don't tuck my elbows, it's a fluid motion. It's slower, but it's fluid. And so I think there's more potential for progress with that slight change. So it's really hard to take an angle and show you, but I tried. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So works good. We're really slow. We're only at 10% capacity, which is 20 people for the whole gym each hour. And the most we've gotten is 10, so works pretty chill. I'm the assistant manager here. The general manager is moving to a different gym. So I actually have an interview to be the general manager here, which is awesome. So it looks like in like a year and a half, I'll have gone from trainer to customer service manager to assistant manager, and now hopefully all the way to manager. So super exciting. Getting ready for the wedding. We set a date. It's April 17th. It's a fairly small wedding, and it's in we rented out the whole, it's like this outdoor hotel with like a garden and like this Michelin star chef who lives there and all this stuff. So it's gonna be small, like 50 something people, but hopefully still doable with all the shit going on. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So I'll send you the videos I have. Like I said, I don't have the day 5 recorded because I haven't done it yet. But I wanted to get the programming for next week so I can start on Sunday. But thanks for listening to me rant, man. I hope some of that made sense at all. And maybe next week or something we can actually schedule a talk so I can articulate in person better to you. So yeah, well, I'll end it here because that's enough of that. But love to hear your thoughts, man. I hope everything's going well with you. I will try to not religiously watch your squat video and copy you because I am not you. But I wish I had that squat. So yeah. Anyways, I'll stop being crazy. Thanks, man. We'll talk soon.